Step 1, brown the ground beef and any other thing you're cooking. I put some bacon in this one. You can use oil in the pan and set it on saute. Okay, that's the first step. Once the meat is browned, go ahead and take it out, set it aside, add a little bit more oil. Next we're going to add onion. And it's still pretty hot. I have some white chopped onions and some green serrano peppers from the yard. You can use whatever peppers you want or no peppers at all. I'm going to throw those in. We're going to do two things. We're going to brown this and soften up the onions, and we're going to throw in some spices and get them heated up and get some of the oils out of them. That's next. I'm going to add 3 spices to the onions in here that are sauteing. Cumin. I like to put about a tablespoon and a half, depends on how much you're making, but a fair amount of cumin. That's the main flavor in the chili. I like the paprika for color and a little bit of flavor. It's pretty mild. Usually about a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of paprika, and then of course garlic. I go with about 2 teaspoons of garlic. Again, depends on how much garlic you like. Those are all going to go in. I'm going to stir it up and get those flavors coming out. I added one more important ingredient. You got to have some chili powder on there. I got the other ones in there. I'm going to mix it all up. You can already smell the flavors coming off of those. So that'll be it for this one. All right, I threw about a tablespoon of chili powder in there. I'm just going to get this all mixed up. Some of these spices are going to get kind of stuck to the bottom, and we'll use some of the slurry to descale the pan. Going. Do next. Okay, I've got some broth, about a cup of broth in this that's heated up. Added tomato paste, and now I have about a teaspoon of cocoa powder in there. It helps to heat up the broth so that the tomato paste will break down more easily. We're also going to throw into this some soy sauce. We use a Bragg's liquid amino, same thing basically. I'm going to put in probably at least 2 to 3 tablespoons of the liquid aminos, the soy sauce, and about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Those are all going to go in the liquid. Okay, and I'll mix that all together, and that'll give me about 2 full cups of this slurry. All right, those guys are all added. Now I'm just going to mix it till it's completely dissolved. It's going to be kind of a dark brown when it's all done. Okay, kind of like that. Mixing these all together now makes a much more blended flavor later. Okay. All right, next I'm going to pour in about half of the slurry and just deglaze the bottom of this pan. About half of it there. Got a nice solid wooden spoon here. You can use whatever, stainless steel. Just scrape all the goodies off the bottom. Okay, this smells pretty freaking amazing. Now it's time to add the rest. I'm going to put the meat back in. I'm going to add a couple different kinds of beans. I'm going with pinto in this case, and black. Some sauce. And then the original recipe called for topping the whole thing with either crushed or diced tomatoes. I know you don't like big, so I like this one here. This goes on top, and you just pour it over the top and seal it. Okay, so I'll pour these in. Okay, I've got everything added in there. The beans are in there. The meat is back in there. The rest of the slurry is back in there. and I put a can of tomato sauce. I'm not going to have room in this Instant Pot for topping it with these little guys. If you've got a bigger Instant Pot, you could go for it, but I have sort of maxed this puppy out, and this looks fantastic. So now, top it. Okay, lock that, make sure it's sealed. And then we go down here, and I'm basically going to cancel the saute, and I'm going to go to pressure cook, and I want it on high, that one there, and then I'm going to keep it warm, but I don't need, this only needs to be in here for like literally, I think 15 minutes, okay, and then just leave it, it's good. Now, it'll take a few minutes to warm up, it'll do 15-minute cooks, and then let it go all the way down to depressurize. So you're looking at 30 to 40 minutes for the whole thing, when you can release this and not get anything else out of it, or this thing pops down, the pressure's all gone. Open the bad boy up and serve immediately.